Black Ops 2. What on earth happened to this game on my channel? I know it just fell off the complete face of the earth, but I got the urge to play it again for whatever reason. I was looking at some of the new DLC, and I'm actually kind of interested in the DLC that's coming up, even though I will have to wait yet another month to actually get to play it, thanks to the exclusive rights that the Xbox has over the PS3 and the PC, which is extremely annoying, and it's kind of what killed my momentum in playing Black Ops 2. But I am using the KSG, and this is literally my first match in over 2 months. I picked the game up, I was like, alright, let's hop in here, and for whatever stupid reason in the world, I was like, I think it'll be a good idea to use the KSG, a weapon that, it can make a lot of people mad. A lot of people hate the shotguns in Black Ops 2 for various reasons, but the KSG is a very difficult weapon, I think. Especially with the way it's just so inconsistent. Sometimes you'll think you're right on target and you'll get absolutely nothing. Other times you'll feel like you're completely off target and you'll get a one-shot kill. So I personally find it to be fun to use. I enjoy using it, but I know it does make a lot of people mad. But for whatever reason, I decided to use it right off the bat, which actually turned out to be not that bad. Now, I don't do the greatest in this game. Definitely not my usual standard, but considering that I hadn't played the game in 2.5 months, I think, was the last time I had logged in, because I checked and I was like, wow, it's been quite a while. A lot of you guys actually wanted me to start posting it again, and I know a lot of you guys absolutely hate it to play Battlefield. I've posted like, I think, 9, 10, maybe 12 videos in a row of just Battlefield. It's been even a while since I posted any Crisis, so I was like, man, I really need to spice things up a little bit, and I wanted to get back on Black Ops 2 because, like I said, I was interested in the new DLC, and I told a lot of you guys that I would actually start posting again with the last DLC, the Revolution or whatever the heck it was called, and I actually didn't end up buying that DLC for whatever reason. I just had to wait a month, and when I waited that long for the DLC to finally get here, by that point I kind of lost interest in it. I really wasn't interested in playing it when I had seen so many other people play it, and I think that's what kind of hurts games with these exclusive release things. I mean, that's Battlefield 3 Premium does a very similar thing, where you actually have to wait, like, what is it, a week before you can actually get your DLC. So by that time, everybody's already been playing it. They know all the secrets and stuff like that. The same is kind of true with the Black Ops DLC. I mean, Xbox gets it so early. By the time the PS3 and PC finally gets it, it's old news. Nobody really cares about that. I mean, sure, you get to play it, but at that point you've seen, so many other people on YouTube playing it that you're really not that interested in it. It's really not that new feeling. You don't get to be one of the first that actually gets to sit down and dissect it. And I've never really liked that about. Oof, that was a bad play on my part. But there's an example of just how this thing is very, very rewarding when you're on target, but when you miss, you really get punished. And I get punished by the 870 there, which I think it might be one of the biggest problems of Black Ops 2. Everybody hates the 870, and I've got to admit, I'm a shotgun guy. I enjoy using shotguns. Always have in Call of Duty. Back in World at War when I played, I used the trench gun quite a bit. And if you ever played World at War, you know the trench gun is absolutely garbage. That thing is just a piece of trash. But the 870, that thing is so good. I've got to admit, that's a really, really good shotgun, and I understand why people get so mad about it. But I've noticed the interest in Black Ops 2 is just really low. And I say that kind of, ooh, knife, Jake doesn't knife, but I say that kind of hesitantly because, you look at Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and you look at how many concurrent viewers they had during the last big, the $1 Million Championship thing, and you realize, just how popular Call of Duty still is. Even though people don't like Black Ops 2, they still enjoy watching the competitive side of things from Black Ops 2, and I think that's something that maybe Call of Duty could teach Battlefield 3, and I know I don't want that to leak into Battlefield 3 because, I enjoy the Battlefield 3 style of play much better than Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just, if you want to go in, you just want to run around and kill people, this is the game for you. I mean, this is the game that doesn't really take a whole lot of thought, but in the same respect, there's a lot of BS that happens. There's a lot of things that just don't belong in first-person shooters, which I think kind of, makes it so that people don't like it as much as it could be. I honestly think that Call of Duty could be popular still if they just, had the balls, to put it bluntly, to innovate a little bit. I think that's really what holds it back, is the fact that it's become so stagnant. Black Ops 2 was a good game, though. I stopped playing it just for the fact that, Battlefield was a better game. I was enjoying playing Battlefield more at the time. But every once in a while, I do like to hop back on here, and I like to play it a little bit. I don't think it's any secret that You know, people just are tired of Black Ops 2. I don't think there's any commentator out there besides the ones that are like, you know, paid to promote like the new DLC and stuff like that, which is fine. You know, I don't want to get into YouTube semantics right now, but I think for the most part, a lot of people just got tired of it pretty quickly. I was talking to a buddy of mine who's a huge Call of Duty player, and he was like, yeah, I haven't touched Black Ops 2 since February. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. You know, I just haven't really had the urge to play it, because even though it was pretty different, at least in my eyes, from a lot of the last Call of Duties, it just wasn't what made, you know, it didn't do enough to make it worth continuing to play. And I think that's something that they're definitely going to have to fix in the next rendition of Call of Duty, if they want to make it last. Because look at Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3 is almost 2 years old. I mean, when Battlefield 4 finally comes out, Battlefield 3 will have been out for 2 years, and it's still heavily played. I know some people are tired of Battlefield 3, but for the most part, I would say the majority of the community still enjoy the game, still play it on a regular basis. Whereas Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, they're struggling to get people to play the game, and it's only, what, April? So they still got a long way to go before the next game comes out. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do any of you guys actually still play Black Ops 2? I'm actually kind of curious, because there's not a lot of people on PC these days. But if you missed my other videos, here's a chance to catch up. I will see you guys next time. Peace.